God save our gracious Queen, long live our noble Queen. God save our Queen, send her victorious, happy and glorious. Long may she reign over us. God save the Queen. And I'll pick them up ready to say, God, that rendition of the UK anthem was really bad. But I couldn't care less. I am proud to be fluent in the British national anthem, and like Jeremy Corbyn, who detests the British monarchy, detests this flag, and detests everything about British. And his disgraceful snubbing of singing the UK national anthem echoes back to when Michael Foot wore that awful donkey jacket to the 1982 Remembrance Service. I think it was 1982 or 1983. It was 1982, yes, because he had the general election the following year, and that cost Michael Foot 500,000 votes. But the thing is that Mr. Corbyn, he is a bit like Michael Foot. I mean, the man is just a disgrace. And Corbyn is just ignorant. But credit due, Michael Foot stood for his principles, and he really did believe in something. Whereas Jeremy Corbyn is a man who is deluded, refuses to actually get with the times. But you can see the similarities between the both opposition leaders. Michael Foot always dressed like a scruff, and wore donkey jacket in the 1982 Remembrance Service. And it's just, I always go about separate videos on this, but I think I'll just get one video to save time. But anyway, it just echoes back. I mean, Jeremy Corbyn's appointment for shadow cabinets for vegan extremists for Prime Minister, Diane Abbott, the woman who is racist, and she was white, and she said those things about black people, she would not be sitting in the House of Commons very long. And she's extremely racist, Diane Abbott. She hates white people, and she's international development secretary. And you've got a shadow chancellor who is in love with the IEA, and is good pals with, well, both Corbyn and him, John McDonnell, I think his name is, yeah. He's a good pals of Jerry Adams and other former IRA scum. But there is no hope for Corbyn yet. And this is only his second day in the job. There's desperate phone calls at 1 o'clock in the morning to form a cabinet, because majority of the cabinet that was in Ed Miliband's circle disapparated. Well, they were no better, because Labour is just full of like fuckwits and halfwits. But basically it was maybe the Labour Party is in general. And they actually ceased to be an opposition party, really. And there'll probably be a split in the Labour Party if Corbyn. I mean, Corbyn's only in his second game of the job. Can he last till next year? Well, one of the Labour rules he was actually voted fair and square. We can all see that. Germany somehow was actually voted fair and square. So you can't kick out. They can't kick out the leader once he's actually just been elected by the masses of so-called Labour supporters. But these are like die-hard lefties who've suddenly joined the Labour Party. And we're still waiting for George Galloway to rejoin the Labour Party. He said if Germany, you're going to believe George Galloway would actually be back in the party. And yeah, you say that if Labour returned to its lefty roots, he would join it. And indeed it has done. And we've got to watch the local elections next year. I can't see Mr Corbyn surviving past the local election results next year, because Labour will do terribly against UKIP. Because I think UKIP is the only party that are speaking for the working people. The Conservatives hate the working class. Labour screwing away with mass immigration. So who's left? Who speaks for the masses? Which party understands what people are going through? The wage depression, suffering for a low wage economy, and this country is becoming too overcrowded, house prices are going up, university debts going up as well. And did you realise that even for young people turning 25, 24, they are in huge masses of debt. As even before they turn 24, 25. And I think that is disgusting. But anyway, Jerry Corbyn is another similar like to Michael Foot is that Jeremy Corbyn hates the media. And he's not keen on television interviews. And Michael Foot was exactly the same. Michael Foot, when you always look at him in television interviews, on television, he always looked uncomfortable. He didn't like the media at all. And if you use the media as a source of like portraying your message, that's really important. And if you look at Nigel Farage, he's been using the media through Twitter, YouTube, he's given loads of interviews, etc. And there's many other politicians as well who've been using the media for their advantage of getting their message across, whatever political party they are, getting their message across, etc. And using the media is essential in this day and age. Jeremy Corbyn likes to just hide away from the cameras and shun any questions. Andy Burnham is the biggest hypocrite of all. I think, even if it wasn't Jeremy Corbyn, if it was like Yvette Cooper, I think if Yvette Cooper or Andy Burnham or Chukwuma, for example, I think the party would have, Labour's fortunes would not be that much better anyway, because people have had enough of Labour. They're sick and tired of this traitorous, backscamming party which got millions of immigrants for mass immigration, led us into a legal war, and also sold off our gold reserves at record low prices. Thank you, Gordon Brown. And then Jeremy Corbyn goes to become Prime Minister, which is highly likely. I have more chance of winning £2 million on the Grand National than Jeremy Corbyn actually become Prime Minister. So it probably won't happen. But if he did become Prime Minister, I think in 3 years the UK would be going to the IMF for a loan. Because Corbyn and his socialist supporters cannot help themselves. GAFTA, they helped themselves get free veteran lunches, packed lunches. Those lunches were supposed to be for veterans, not for Jeremy Corbyn's mouth. Apparently, that was what happened. Jeremy Corbyn is an absolute failure. I mean, the man is just awful. He's taking strength for actually not singing the UK national anthem. People saying, whoa, what's wrong with that? Are you serious? The leader of Her Majesty's opposition at the 65th anniversary of the Battle of Britain refuses to sing national anthem. I think that is a disgrace. I think Clement Attlee would be like rolling in his grave if he saw the likes of Jeremy Corbyn today. And Clement Attlee was Labour, but he worked hard for Britain in the Second World War because he worked with Churchill in a coalition government. So Clement Attlee did all the domestic stuff, etc.